Hey guys, real quick before we get into the video, just letting you know I made an Instagram. It's Caleb Gannon Official. If you've been enjoying the thumbnails lately or just noticed them now and would like to keep enjoying them, I make them myself using some AI generated methods in Photoshop. And I make other art too that I'm going to start posting on there as well. So if you like the art or you like previews of what type of videos I'm going to make, this is kind of a preview for my next Pauper video. I'm not going to tell you what card it is. It's up to you to figure it out. But all that's going to be on my Instagram, so check it out if you want. Otherwise, enjoy the draft. Hello and welcome to more Core Set 2020 draft. Okay, so we opened a rare. Kind of not a great rare. Opening land just kind of feels bad, but it's better than ley lines, I guess. So that's something. As far as uncommons go, I liked Thrashing Brontodon and Herald of the Sun. Leaning towards Thrashing Brontodon because 3 mana is pretty cheap. The commons Rabid Bite is probably the best of those, so we have a couple options. We could try and take green and fight over it, or we could pass green out of this pack and try and take something else. So like, we could just pick up the Herald of the Sun. It's really the only like pretty great early white card. There's like Squad Captain, but I think that card's only good if you like are kind of late in the draft. So we could take Herald of the Sun and pass 2 good green cards and some good blue-red cards and try and go like black-white maybe. I think this card's good enough that I'm going to take it and speculate on that. But I think in general I like Thrashing Brontodon more. But just given the makeup of the pack, I think this makes more sense. What do you do? Kept this the hidden hand. Legendary spells cost 1 less to cast. Exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard and until end of turn. Okay, that's something. We could take Ancestral Blade. Aerial Assault is also quite good. Okay, this is kind of hard. So the person passing to us took an uncommon. I mean, this card's a good flyer, but it is double black, so it's pretty prohibitive. And I think Ancestral Blade is just one of the better cards in white. It just lets you beat down early, pumps up your creatures late. I almost like that more than Aerial Assault. Yeah, I'm going to take the Blade, kind of stay open. Wow, double Blade. Okay, I like double Blade. We're seeing Griffin Protector and Metropolis Sprite come around, but double Blade is like really a good setup. Okay, there's Winged Words. So we could go into blue-white flyers now. Moldervine Reclamation's fine, but it's not in our colors. It's also a little bit expensive. And I don't really want to take a Squad Captain yet, so I'll just take the Divination. Mostly as a speculation, but we'll see what happens. Gruesome Scourger. So 5 mana 3/3. I don't love that. Let's see. For us, we got Bone to Ash, Moat Piranhas, and Moment of Heroism. I think I'm going to try out... Moat Piranhas is pretty good in the Flyers deck because it's like a big ground creature that just blocks really well. So you go like turn 2 Moat Piranhas and then play a bunch of 1/1s and just kill them. I do like Bone to Ash as like a 1-of. Alright, I'll take the first Bone to Ash. Ooh, God's Willing? We've seen a lot of Moment of Heroisms, but God's Willing is a really good trick. Keeps your like big flyers alive. Helps you trade in combat too. So yeah, I'm going to take that. And again, try and stay mostly white, but we'll see what happens. Wow, that is a late Ironroot Warlord. There's also a Loyal Pegasus. I feel like this has got to be a sign, right? I mean, Loyal Pegasus would be so busted in this deck too, but if we're seeing Ironroot Warlord that late, I feel like that means there's nobody in those colors. And like I said, I would love to take this, but this guy's just huge. We're trying to token spam. I'll take it. Okay. And then destroy target creature or planeswalker that's green or white. I think I'm going to take Metropolis Sprite. We kind of speculated on the Warlord. We could even just splash it. But this card is still just good in the blue flyers. Okay. So none of the good green cards came around. So maybe there are green players, but they're like green-red. And we can just pick up a Squad Captain now. Okay, wow. Am I crazy? I thought this card was really good. Maybe it's only good on like defense or if you're trying to race. But it seems pretty good if you're trying to race. Take Soulmender. It is okay with Squad Captain. It is a late Gruesome Scourger, but I'll take a Moment of Heroism. I'm going to take Daybreak Chaplain over the next Moment of Heroism. So we have a lot of life gain, and if we get like a ton of Squad Captains, I could see running the Soulmenders. But right now I think they're pretty bad. Okay, we got, Woodland Champion. Okay, well we can take this with a bunch of Raise the Alarms. Oh wait, oof. I think I just got to take Pacifism, right? the white Doomblade. Like, this card would be pretty nice in this deck, but at the moment, we don't have too many ways to make 1/1s. Plus, we don't know if we're going to be in green. I'd rather just take the guaranteed amazing all-star card, so we'll just take Pacifism. Like, we know we want to be white, we want to cut white. And then whatever else we end up with is kind of up in the air. Okay, we got, as far as white goes, Eternal Isolation is pretty good. Just gets rid of their best dude. Moorland Inquisitor, I think, is one of the better 2-drops. Gaining first strike is good. I've never seen Chandra in a pack until just now. She's really powerful. 4 mana to do 2 damage to any target twice is kind of ridiculous. But again, we're going to stay on target, just keep taking white cards and hope that they are open. Okay, we can take Blossoming Sands. That can help us splash the Warlord if we end up wanting to do that. Uh-oh, this pack is not looking amazing. Cryptic Caves is pretty nice. Could take a Frostlinks. I mean, this is going to be good in any deck we play. The problem is if we end up going 3-color, like, I guess right now all we have is a Winged Words, and we really don't have many flyers. So I feel like green-white token spam is probably going to be more our speed. So I could take another Squad Captain and just try and take all the token producers. It's a lot of 5-drops though, so I'm just going to take Cryptic Caves. Okay, I think I take Griffin Protector. This draft is kind of unfortunate. I think whoever we were passing to somehow ended up... well, they're not in red. Well, I guess we can't be sure. We've only seen a couple cards from this pack. But I'm going to take the Protector, passing another Squad Captain, and an Evolving Wilds. 2 good cards. Yeah, I think we might be fighting. I'll take another God's Willing, or do we take Tranquil Cove now? I think I want to play this. These are 5-drops. This is 6. Let's just sort. So our curve looks okay. If we end up with a ton of Squad Captains, I could see putting these in, but I don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, between these two, I'm not certain which to do. I think I'm going to take Tranquil Cove. Okay, there's another Aerial Assault. I like that. Not passing too much else. Target creature can't be blocked. No, we'll take the Assault. Yeah, man, we just got cut hard in this pack. We could take the Anvil Wrought Raptor. It's pretty good with Ancestral Blade. Plus, if we can pump it up with Herald of the Sun, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I don't really want that many Squad Captains. We could take a Yoked Ox. The card blocks forever. Sure. Well, let's see. How many flyers do we have? Sure, we'll try it. Ooh, okay. So white is open. That's weird. Yeah, this card's great. Yoked Ox is not a defender, so you got to keep that in mind. It's pretty good with these blades. Well, pretty good is relative. It becomes a 1/5. Like, I don't love Convolute. I feel like hardcover is just bad. Sure. I don't want 3. So we'll take the first Feral Invocation, I suppose. Grab another Squad Captain. Okay, Daybreak Champlain. So that was just a weird pack where white is open, but green is probably being cut. I don't know if I can play this. We're almost mono white, which is kind of cool. Legion's End. So this is 2 mana, exile a creature with CMC 2 or less. That's okay. I think at this point we just take a Spectral Sailor. Wow, this pack is amazing for us. Sailor, Warden, and Cloudkin Seer all in the same pack. This card is worth splashing. It's a 1 mana 1/1 flyer that just keeps drawing cards. I think this is better than Cloudkin Seer, just because you can continuously draw cards with it, so we'll take the Sailor. That kind of makes me want to go more into blue. I still think I splash this though. This card is quite powerful, especially if we're playing a Squad Captain deck, we're going to want tokens. Like, these 2 cards go well in the same deck. I honestly did not know Steel Overseer was in this format. That's kind of sweet. We only have 1 artifact. Can't really work with that, but it is cool. Woodland Champion is good. This card, every time I look at it, it just seems terrible. Yeah, not doing that. Got Stone Golem. I think I speculate on this. If we get a couple Raise the Alarms, this card could be really nice. It's weird we haven't seen any because white, as far as I'm aware, has been open. Wow, that's murder. Blood for Bones is also a really powerful effect. This is just a weird draft. I don't think we're being cut. I just think the packs are not going our way. This is also the first Battalion Foot Soldier we've seen. I think I'm going to speculate on that and try and wheel the Tranquil Cove. Yeah. Because again, we want a bunch of creatures, so if we get like 2 or 3 of these, I'll probably play them. Oh, what do you do, Ajani? So you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control. Create a 2/2 cat. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, white is open. we just have not opened cards. That's amazing. So he's a 4-mana planeswalker that makes Pride Mates. That seems pretty busted. You can take a Griffin Sentinel now. Sure. Yeah, this draft has been unfortunate because we clearly identified the open lane if we got, what was that, a 4th pick of Johnny? But we just didn't quite get there. Battalion Foot Soldier seems good. Well, I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. We got another Moorland Inquisitor. Is that better than a Griffin Sentinel? I don't actually know. This card's pretty nice. But I think I saw a couple of these go around, so I'll take the 2-mana play. And what do you do? Permanent card, return it to your hand. That's like only good with a Johnny, really? I think I probably want at least one Inspired Charge. Wow. Okay, so what is happening? We clearly identified the open lane if Warden went all the way around, but where were the rest of the cards? Who knows, man? There's a Moat Piranhas. I don't love it, but sure. Now I can take Temple of Milady. Wow, black was just very open. Probably we were supposed to be white-black, but like, there wasn't really a point where black seemed particularly enticing. Rule of Law for the sideboard, I suppose. Wow, you could have had so many Gruesome Scourgers. Very late Bone to Ash. Okay. Well, we have 2 of those now. I don't think I'm playing the champion. The real question is it worth splashing an Iron Root Warlord? I kind of want to say yes. That's a lot of Yoke Doxes. Okay, so we get some cuts to make. 32. Okay. Let's start out cutting those. I like Daybreak Chaplain. This card's good. Moment of Heroism's... A combat trick is nice. All of our 2s are okay. We could just cut Metropolis Sprite. Warden is like not amazing in this deck. I think I want to play blue because it does give us card draw. So let's go a little bit. Well, actually, Squad Captain's going to be a good 5. I think I cut these. Do I play 2 Battalion Foot Soldiers? Because I could just cut them. Then I kind of want to cut non-lands because we want... Maybe I cut 1 Squad Captain. Just because you don't want too many in your hand. But this curve looks pretty nice. I could cut this. We only have the 1 Blossoming Sands. Oh, it's so good, but... Yeah, maybe... Here's the game plan. I think I'm going to side this in against slower opponents. But this way we get to play 16 land. I think this is definitely a 16 land deck. And we probably even get to put Cryptic Caves in our deck. We definitely are going to play mana like this. This just makes the deck more consistent. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 7. I think 8, 6 is probably better. That's like way too many islands for 4 blue spells. Okay, well, let's see if mono white splashing just a couple blue cards. Is this card worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth it. Yeah, so we'll see if mono white splashing a couple blue cards gets there. What's his ultimate? Oh, that's probably not going to happen. So, I mean, it could. We could just turtle up and protect a Johnny. But I feel like just him making Pride Mates is going to be good for us. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're here for round 2 playing against Iculus. Let's go first. Yeah, this hand is a little bit suspect because we kind of need a 3rd land, but just playing Daybreak Chaplain and putting Ancestral Blade on it is like a pretty good way to survive for a while. I'm a huge fan of this card, by the way. Like, it's a 2-mana 2/2, which is already like a decent rate, and you want a lot of those in your deck. But then it just lets all of your creatures get bigger and trade up in combat, right? You could put on Warden of Evil's Isle, you get a 3/3 flyer, 2/4 lifelink. Like, all of these are so much better than the base rates. So we really just have to draw, like, Island would be ideal, but kind of any lands would be nice. Okay, Aerial Assault. Well, we got things to stay alive. I'm going to play a Daybreak Chaplain. That way, if I hit a 3rd land, I can go Ancestral Blade equip and start, like, gaining life. Because with double Aerial Assault, I feel like the late game's going to be good for us. I don't like Fencing Ace. Wow, that was quite the draw. I think at this point, I'm just going to hit with Daybreak Chaplain, gain 1, and then play Warden. This kind of encourages them to attack with the Fencing Ace, and I really do want to kill it with Aerial Assault, because this card, it can just go off, right? If they play their own blade, make it a 2/2, that's scary. No blocks from the opponent, as we kind of expected. They just paused for like a decent amount of time, so Hard to tell yet. Either they're like double queuing or they're just slow. But sometimes when someone pauses, it means they're thinking. But in Magic Online, it's really hard to tell because like maybe they just went and got a sandwich, you know? It's like... So you don't want to put too much thought into, does the opponent have something here or not? The only thing that really matters is like, if you've been playing a long match and they've been like responding very quickly the whole time, and then you play a spell and they have like blue mana up and they think, then you can be pretty sure they have a counter spell. Or they want you to think you have a counter spell. But in this opponent's case, I think they're just slow connection or something. So we're gonna not trade, because that seems like a bad idea. But we got what we wanted. Their fencing ace attacked. So now we can kill it with aerial assault. Yeah, definitely gotta kill that before Steadfast Sentry does some dirty things. We could swing out and inspired charge the Daybreak Chaplain. That seems like not the best. I kind of almost want to wait for this to die, right? So if we go Plains, swing out, inspired charge, this dies, they get a 2/2 fencing ace. I'm actually gonna go for that. And then we can really get them with aerial assault. And if they don't block, then we can just use what we wanted before and kill the fencing ace. So basically, this gives us the upside of potentially getting in for 1 damage with a creature we weren't going to block with anyway. And it makes our opponent, you know, think that we could have something. So we're going to do this. So that gets bigger. I can't imagine them doing 22 damage in 1 turn. This isn't constructed. But this encourages them to attack. And then if we hit a land, we can play Blade into Aerial Assault, which would be kind of nice. And Racing favors us if we have a lifelink creature, so I just think all around this is great for us. Oh, it's pretty good too. Create a cat that gets bigger. The problem is if we play a Johnny now, it's just going to die. So let's go ahead and play Aerial Assault on the Fencing Ace, and then hit for 2 in the air. Next turn we can play a Johnny and then just gain like infinite life off this Daybreak Chaplain. And that's going to be kind of gross. Oh boy. Okay, so this is a lifelink. Good gosh, okay. Well, we're fighting mythics here. So they sacrifice this and kill our flyer probably. Okay. This does not have vigilance. When it dies, get a creature back. So we can play a Johnny in downtick. We can play a Johnny in uptick. The number of creatures you control plus the number of planeswalkers you control. So his uptick gains 2 life, and that's okay. We can go equip Ancestral Blade to Daybreak Chaplain. We're down to 3 cards. I think I want to get a Johnny down. That seems a little bit better to me, because then next turn we can, after this tap, we can Aerial Assault plus play Ancestral Blade. So it's just like better mana efficiency. And he takes this, he goes to 2. That's okay. I guess we could have made an Ajani's Pride Mate and then chumped with it. Maybe that'd be better. Especially if they don't kill it. The problem is if we make a Pride Mate and chump with it, if they like kill that creature, then Ajani's going to die. This way they basically need a pump spell to make that happen. Yeah, see. So if we had made a Pride Mate, he'd just be gone. So they can get back like a Fencing Ace after we kill this, but that's not the end of the world. Okay. So Ajani is staying alive, which is good. What is this? What the heck? This is a 3-mana 2/2 Flying Death Touch. Okay. Good thing we have, yeah, quite a few flyers that can block that. So we're going to go Spectral Sailor. Is that better than Ancestral Blade? Well, let's kill this first. Well, I want to play this so I gain the life. We're going to start there. Then we're going to kill this. And I don't believe that this can grow. So they're getting Steadfast Sentry. That makes sense. We're going to gain some life and pass turn. The problem is now we have to like double chump. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know how I'm beating all these rares. This one in particular is probably one of the best limited cards for this format. I would say Johnny is quite strong too, but we just... I don't know. Maybe I should have made a Johnny's Pride Mate a long time ago. The problem is it would just trade with this embodiment. But having it in play with like a Daybreak Chaplain would be really solid. So we can let a Johnny die. They're going to swing with both. Yeah, we have 2 options. We can let a Johnny die, or we can double block the Steadfast Sentry with these guys. But then we don't really have a way to stop this from killing a Johnny next turn. And then this becomes a 3/3. So I think we just gotta let him go. I don't know. I feel like I misplayed this, but I'm not really sure at what point it would have been better to make a creature. I'm guessing probably the first turn. Well, no, because we knew we had an answer to this. We didn't know they were going to play an embodiment of agonies. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't think it matters what we do now. All right, let's go ahead and go Ancestral Blade. Equip this here. Hit for 2. And I guess I re-equip here. And then we're going to crack Cryptic Caves at end of turn. Oh no, how many of these do you have? I don't like this at all. Fortunately, we have a 2/4 that can block. Okay, let's draw a card. Okay, Ancestral Blade's a good start. Plains is not a good start. So I can play the Blade. I can double equip to Daybreak Chaplain, but that doesn't do very much. I can double equip to this Soldier, but then I just trade for a 2/2. So I think what we're gonna do is just play the Blade and equip over here so that they don't really attack on the ground and just not swing. This is not a winning proposition currently. I need some way to deal with the embodiment, but at least we can hold down the ground, and our life total is really high, so like we have quite a few turns. It's unfortunate that they killed this guy because just having card draw every turn would have definitely brought us out of this game, but they they had a pretty good series of cards, I must say. Yep, so we just take 2. Problem is they still have 4 cards in hand if we have 0. Okay, well that one at least has to suicide. And that one we know about. So let's just get some card draw going. We're a big guy. Or ladies, I suppose. This is a 5/5? That's pretty big. Let's pass turn. So this can attack as a 7/7. And that will cause a lot of blocking to happen. Okay. Blade Brand. That's good to know about for game 2. Okay, and no attacks. This is an okay board stall. We're gonna keep, let's see. We don't really have much 5-drops. I guess if I draw Winged Words, no, we're gonna keep this land in hand and make them think we have tricks, but our attacks are pretty bad now that they have an embodiment of agonies. And then they can start attacking there with Gorging Vulture, so we have to find a blocker for that as well. I don't love it. Yep. Okay, that stops a lot of the bleeding. Make this into a 2/3. Go. Oh, stop! Get out of here! Oh, okay. Moment of Heroism. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So let's equip here. Equip here. And hit for 7. And if they block it with too many creatures, we can pump it, and then we gain 9 life. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pump you. Gain 9, they lose a bunch of creatures. And then that gets bigger, but now we can put the blade on this. And I guess here. Go ahead. That went pretty well. And now, like, they're hitting us for 3 a turn, but we just gained 9 life. So as long as we don't draw lands for the rest of the game, like, despite all that's happened, I feel like we have a good shot. Okay, yep, still just attacking for 3. So they're keeping back the 2/2 Death Toucher. No, stop. So we can trade Daybreak Chaplain for one of their 2/2s. That seems pretty bad. But I feel like I can start getting in with this Soldier. So let's equip the blade here. Because then if they trade, they have to double block, and I think that benefits us quite well. So this is kind of showing the power of Ancestral Blade. We're basically like trading 1/1s with their creatures, and if they don't trade, then we have to, you know, then they have to take 3. Okay. Do that, equip here. 5 toughness seems kind of nice. So let's just do that, and then play Tranquil Cove to gain some life. Because now if they want to block this Soldier, they have to double block. Basically, sitting back is not going to win us the game. I like Griffin Protector. Okay, so let's keep doing this. Equip there and equip there. Attack for 3. Griffin Protector. Give him a sword. and give the Daybreak Chaplain a sword. So now unless they have a trick, they can't even attack with the Gorging Vulture. Yeah. Just like that. 3, 4, 5. We're going to play Squad Captain pre-combat because this comes in huge. Also pumps the Griffin Protector. And I think I still just want to keep attacking with the Soldier. Hit for 3. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. What is going on there? Ugh, okay, so Blade means they get in for quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that card just messes up combat. Okay. Ooh, Moorland Inquisitor. First strike with all these Ancestral Blades is going to be good. So I can make Soldier a 3/3, but then it just trades for their Battalion Foot Soldier at this point, and I don't love that. Do I have good attacks? That's the real question I have to ask. I don't think I do, because trading for this is not great. So my ground attacks are not great, and this trading for Death Touch is also not that good. So let's just play the Moorland Inquisitor and put the blade here. Actually, no, I kind of need Griffin Protector to have. It'll be a 3/4 and this will be a 4/4. So I have to put this here actually. And then pass turn. But next turn, we can move the blades over here. He's a 4/4 first striker and that gets through all of their defense. I really want to know what's in their hand. They have 4 cards in hand. Like what could they possibly have that's not good right now? And no attacks. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's equip this here. Equip here. Attack for 4 first strike. And if they want to kill it, they have to block with this. Because if they block with all of these, we give it first strike and kill both of these. And then the 3/3 is the only thing that does damage to it. We're basically playing as if they have no combat tricks, which seems dubious because they have 4 cards in hand. But the way they're playing makes me feel like they have nothing in hand. And then we pass turn. They're down to 9. Aerial Assault. Okay. They're up to 11 now. Go! Moorland Inquisitor. Go. They're also down to 8 cards. So, like, decking is a very real win condition. So, that's one reason why I'm not being so aggressive is, like, 8 cards left in deck. I'm not in a rush to kill them. They die in 8 turns, no matter what. So they need to get aggressive. And as soon as they start attacking, like, we have a 6/6 vigilance. So how do they even get through that? Dread. No! That's what it was. They have swamps in hand. Good God. Okay, that's a problem. This card's kind of unbeatable and limited. Yep. Alright, deck. I don't think we have an answer to Dread Presence either. Anvil Raptor. So I can give this 3 toughness. Dread Presence. Okay, now how do I beat that? Well, they can't really choose the draw card method. I think I gotta go Anvil Rot Raptor and then double equip the blade over there. Then the only creature that they can kill with Dread Presence is my Soldier, which I guess I should have attacked with, but yeah, I think I should have gone double equip the Soldier and swing because they're going to kill it anyway. But the 4/3 flying first strike still halts all of their attacks. Unless they have more damage. What? What? What is this deck? There's so many rares. Oh, man. No swamps in deck. Yes, okay. And now they're down to 6 cards. We might beat all these rares with the full turtle. Metropolis Sprite. See, I don't even really want to play that. Because it's just going to die. So let's just pass turn. And they don't have the mana to do this. Okay, so there's no more possible swamp draws for them. So we want them to get swamps out of their hand, killing our soldiers. Oh, they're drawing? Okay. Okay, they can pump up that. What were they? Why were they holding these cards in hand? Okay. So I can put Golos on the bottom, but that actually seems like not even that worthwhile. When, let's see, we have a 4/3 first strike. If they pump the team, this gets bigger to a 6/6, but then we just trade. And that's the only artifact creature they have. I think I play this Sprite. And if they don't play a swamp this turn, then next turn we can go for moving the blades over. That seems okay to me. Because they didn't have a swamp in their library. So if they have to have one in hand. If they have one in hand, I imagine they will be killing the Metropolis Sprite. Yeah. Okay, so that is the last swamp in their deck, as far as I can tell. Unless for some reason they just didn't get Golos. And they're not going to have many more creatures enter. So I think we might actually be able to win this off decking. Plains, no worries. Down to 3. I think I just move this here. Actually, I could just move both of these here, right? That becomes a 6/6, a 7/7, 8/8 off the blade. Actually, no, the 3/2 first strike really stops the flying attack, so we'll just wait. Yep. So we can trade just squad captain for the 8/8. That seems not so bad. Plus we gain a life. Okay, that's a good draw. Daybreak Chaplain blocks a lot of ground creatures. Equip the blade to the first striker. Pass turn. Opponent's down to 1 card in library. And I don't believe that'll do it. I think this is a good attack, because it's really all they have. Flying first strike is going to kill the 4/4. 2/3 is going to block the 2/2. The 1/2 lifelinkers can double block this 2/2. And then we can trade 1/1. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the rest of the blocks seem pretty great to me. And I gain 2 life as well. So next turn is their last turn. Oh gosh. And that's a pretty good draw for us. So yeah, we literally beat their entire deck. They decked themselves. We didn't play anything. Unless their last card shuffles their graveyard in. Okay, let's put a counter on... Well, they have 1 card in hand. Okay, so basically they have to kill us this turn. So 2/3, we can make this into a 3/4. So that can block the 3/3. 4/3 first strike can block the 4/3. And then we can chump there and block here. That seems bad. That seems bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I block here and then chump this. And then we take 2. We win! Okay. Literally beat their whole deck. Oh man, that feels good. I kind of feel like I need to run Bone to Ash because of how many bombs they have. So let's up our blue count. And then make some cuts on some bad cards. I mean, all the cards in our deck are pretty good. This card seems fine. I think I'm going to cut Inspired Charge because double white is hard to come by. And then I like God's Willing because they have some pretty good targeted spells. But I don't know. I guess if I have double Bone to Ash, I don't really need it. So let's just do that. This hand is gas. Let's keep it. Opponent's playing quick now, finally. Perfect. I have to play quick as well because they were both low on time. It's not just me. Steal Overseer that early. That's kind of a problem. We can block it with Daybreak Chaplain, and then once it gets big enough, we can Eternal Isolation it. Yeah. Next turn, I'm going to play Warden of Evos Isle, I believe, so I can start hitting in the air. Yeah. And then turn... Hopefully they don't play the really scary card next turn. What is it? The Dread Presence whenever you play a Swamp, deal 2 damage. I want to be able to Bone to Ash counter it. Okay, Audacious Thief I'm not that scared of. And this is hard because I can tap out for 1 turn. I think I do. We're going to tap down for 1 turn. That way I can double block Audacious Thief. Still have Metropolis Sprite back and get in for 2. If they kill me on that 1 turn or play the lifelink guy, that's okay. Because they would need a Swamp plus... No, don't do it, please. Okay. Yeah, Gorging Vulture is not a big deal. This card is basically being reserved. Okay, Dread Presence is gone, so there's only 1 to reserve for. Okay, so they have a Gorging Vulture, but I can just trade my Metropolis Sprite for that. But I can also just wait. feel like waiting's not the worst. If we draw any Ancestral Blade, putting counters on Metropolis Sprite is going to be kind of nice. But I guess I do trade now. Because now I can start attacking with this Warden. Sure. Most of this stuff I don't care about. This seems worth countering. 3/3 Death Touch Flyer is like kind of scary. And let's put you on the bottom. Sure. And then hit for 2. And then play Griffin Protector. Because now we can just beat down in the air. And like, sure, now they can play the whatever ridiculous lifelink creature, but they'd have to have it. And they didn't play it turn 5. So I don't think they have it in hand. Yep. And Daybreak Chaplains block those 2/2s all day. So I think the best possible... Oh, I messed up with my... I should have played Moreland Inquisitor. We missed a point of damage. The best possible draw is probably Bone to Ash. I'm just trying to play quick so we're up ahead on time. And yeah. I feel like at this point you kind of want to... Yeah, that's a good attack. So give you first strike. Block. 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 Take 3. Or take 6. Gain 2. Oof. Okay. They got a Protector. Alright, let's just start drawing creatures. Spectral Sailor is most definitely a creature. Nice. I kind of don't really want to race now that I have a Spectral Sailor, so let's just keep back in block. And at this point I can F6 through this turn. Okay. It gives them mana. It is also a 3/5, which is pretty big. No blocks. I could double block and just trade Griffin Protector. I feel like trading off is actually kind of good for me, right? That's 4 damage and they are not doing 5. Oh, that's good too. So we can attack, draw a card, play a Plains, pass turn. So we still have card draw up. They're down to 9. We can Aerial Assault to kill the 3/5 and gain a bunch of life. And I think they want to attack with these Battalion Foot Soldiers to force me to use first strike. This has been a really good game so far. We're down to 9. We're going to go up to 11. Okay. Steadfast Sentry. It's a good card. Alright, yeah, let's burn this while we have the chance. Hit them for 1. Play an island and pass. And then we're going to first strike down the Steadfast. No, we're not. Okay. And it's Vigilant, so I can't Aerial Assault it. That's kind of an issue. Okay. That's a 4/2 flyer. And this is why we're playing quick, because we might not actually be able to win this. So they swing. We kind of have to trade off here. And them eating our mana is pretty good for them. We also can't really... Ooh, Ancestral Blade kind of helps. Let's draw a card first. Winged Words. Draw another card. Or draw 2 more. Play an island. So I can't play Squad Captain, but I can Aerial Assault down the Foot Soldier. Gain some life that way. It's not great though, because this is going to become a 4/2 flyer, and I actually have to chump this soldier with my Squad Captain. Oh, we're actually just dead. Alright, on to game 3. No, I don't want to concede the whole match. Oh, good game, opponent. Alright, I'm going to try and play quick. That was a tough match. I still think Bone to Ash is good against them, but they can kind of switch at any time. I really do like God's Willing as like protection. But, like, my deck's so good. I really don't know what to cut for this. I guess maybe it's good on the play. It's got to be good on the play. All right, we got to play fast, so my commentary might not be the best. We're going to go first. This hand is probably a keep. It's got 3 spells. All of them are quite good. Eternal Isolation is like one of our only outs to some of their more busted plays. And we just got to draw an island. F6. Oh no, we're down in time too. I don't love it. Tranquil Cove, okay. We can play Tranquil Cove and attack for 1. And then F6. Then F6 through their turn. And then next turn we can go Warden and then Winged Words. Don't love that. Oh, a Johnny. So I can play a Johnny. Let's play Warden first. Get some blockers. I just don't have enough time to think. So I can a Johnny down tick and then trade Warden with Steadfast Sentry. I really don't like that. They've had that every game, but I guess it makes sense because they have 3 of them. What if I double block? Kind of feel like double blocking because we have a Johnny. Spectral Sailor. So I can go a Johnny down tick, make a Cat Soldier, and then if they want to attack into Spectral Sailor, I can double block. This becomes a 3/3. And if not, I can just make another Johnny's Pride Mate. Sorry, Mike, it's really hard to play when you have like 3 minutes left and you know the game's going to take like 7 minutes. Corpse Knight. Okay, they milled Dread Presence again, which is great for me. Fencing Ace, you got it. Flash in the Sailor. Cryptic Caves. So I kind of want to just down tick a Johnny again. And we can swing with Daybreak Chaplain to make it a 3/3. But then we don't have a good blocker. Let's start by drawing a card. Oh, Moment of Heroism is good. Let's just pass. Because now I can Moment of Heroism the Spectral Sailor, block the Gorging Vulture. Yeah, so we block. +2/+2 and lifelink. And that'll trigger the Ajani's Pride Mate as well. Audacious Thief, sure. And I don't really want to use Cryptic Caves because I think I need all my mana. So let's gain some life. Make that bigger, play an island. Play Squad Captain. Get in for 1. And this is just going to start growing and growing and growing. If they play anything big enough to block it, we can Eternal Isolation it. I'm actually going to F6 through their turn just to protect our clock. But I think we should be able to get this depending on what happens. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. And Steel Overseer. Not too much of a concern. Squad Captain. So let's just get in. Attack, attack, attack with everything. Yeah, it's just a 4/4 at this point. I don't mind losing it. I should have played Squad Captain pre-combat, but I'm trying to play quickly, which is quite challenging. Okay, yes, they all die. Play another. Go. So this should be a 6/6. And F6 through the turn again. I have no effects. They killed the flyer that draws cards. Okay. In that case, I am actually going to activate Cryptic Caves. And then pass. Alright, let's play Ancestral Blade. Equip the blade to Daybreak Chaplain. Continue attacking. And just pass turn. I don't really want to bother re-equipping. They're down to 7 life. F6 through their turn. They more or less have to chump. 2/2/2/2/1/1. Alright, let's equip there and just swing out. They can like triple block. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. I should not have equipped the Blade of the Soldier. Because they could just block with Steel Overseer and pump. So the blade should be on one of the squad captains, but I don't think it matters too much. They're Hellbent. And it's kind of awesome if they equip the axe, we can actually get rid of the creature it's equipped to. That's a big boy. But they can only kill one squad captain. So basically right now they have to double block to kill a squad captain, so they're going to have to single block so they can go block, but then the rest are chump trades. So we're going to leave the soldier equipped as it is and swing out. It seems like a bad attack until you realize they literally cannot double block me. And then all of their creatures are gone except for the Steel Overseer, which, because they did that actively, we can aerial assault this one and put this one on the bottom. So they have no cards in hand and no plays, and I think they're just dead. A minute 20 left on the clock, baby. Nice! That's how you win a match. That's how you... Wow. So we definitely made some misplays during that game, but like, when you have like 2 minutes left, you just have to play the first thing that comes to mind and not dwell on like mistakes. So that's me playing as fast as I possibly can. And I think we played pretty well. You know, we messed up a couple sword equips here and there, but overall I think our macro was pretty good. Whew. That was an amazing match. Yeah, see you guys next round. Well, I don't know if I can ask for much more than this. Just gotta hit one land and this hand is really, really good. This is kind of the benefit of drafting like a very streamlined curve, is like all of your hands are going to be good. Because if most of your spells cost 2, you should be able to, most of the time, play all your spells. So we're going to go Daybreak Chaplain into Warden into Winged Words. Let's attack. Okay, so we can get hit by Convolute, but that's okay. Because if we don't get hit by Convolute and our opponent's just doing nothing, that's really good for us. Octoprophet, sure. Let's see how they scry. Double bottom, nice. Okay, so let's draw before combat. Wow. Well, this hand went from like decent to kind of bad, but I mean, we're gonna go through that packet of lands anyway, so might as well get it out of the way. And if they play a big creature, we can like put it on the bottom, then kill the Octoprophet. Moat Piranhas, okay. Okay. So we have a couple options. We could go for max punish and swing with both. And Inspired Charge would just be a complete blowout. I kind of like doing that. Because most people are only going to play around 1 combat trick, but not 2. Yeah. Look at this beautiful, beautiful situation. That's what we call a blowout. And now we can just draw a card every turn. That one's good, but we can put that on the bottom of their deck. So that doesn't even trigger the dying effect. That's like the first time I've ever seen an opponent cast a Cavalier, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Take 3. Let's play the Sailor. Okay, let's go ahead and put you on the bottom. Go Plains. And I don't really feel the need to kill the Octoprophet. We're at 19 life. So let's just hold up this and then draw a card. We can save Aerial Assault for like a scarier creature. Someone exiles a card from their hand. Okay, so I'm going to draw first. And we just exile this Plains. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I'm glad I didn't run out the pacifism, so they're going to keep exiling cards from our hand. Not the end of the world. And they don't attack with the Octoprophet. Well, that's going to be bad news bears. So I think I'm probably just going to end up exiling this Moment of Heroism. Or, I guess there's no rush to equip the blade. I can just swing like this. If my opponent's going to spend their turns just bouncing that thing over and over, I don't mind. We're getting in for 3. Yeah, let's just do that. Fight the card advantage race. If they swing with the Octoprophet, we can double block. If they swing at this, we can kill it. That is some awesome artwork, though. I like that a lot. Okay. We'll double block. That seems like a really bad attack to me. Scourger. Deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of creatures. So I take 2 damage? Sure. Yeah, I don't know why you traded your Octoprophet, which is a 4 mana play, for my 2-drop. So end of turn, we get to draw another card. Wow. This is my first time playing with Spectral Sailor, and it's kind of disgusting. I love every second of it. I kind of want to just get in. We can Moment of Heroism the Gruesome Scounger. This also sets a precedent of like us just attacking into him, and then they're scared of all of our combat tricks. I respect them playing into it. So we fall to 8. At this point, I think we just kill the 4/4. Because we have 2 kill spells. We're at 20 life. They're going to make us exile probably just this Griffin Sentinel. Yeah, that's fine with me. Let's attack with everything. They have a pump spell? Alright, well, let's draw a card. Okay, God's Willing was an amazing draw. And pass turn. Maybe we shouldn't have played the land in case they have more Fen Lurkers. But given their mana, it doesn't feel like they're that heavy black. Sleep Paralysis. Let's just go pro blue, I suppose. Put you on top for sure. Okay, so their deck's really slow, and I'm not really scared of any of it. So run it back. This hand is really slow, but I think I'm gonna keep it. Herald of the Sun is really powerful, and with Griffin Protector, we can kind of go off. We have cards to exile to their weird creature, and now we have Aerial Assault. Okay. I just realized Griffin Protector... Oh no, that's a different... Wait, there's 2 different Griffins, right? There's the 1/3 and then the 2/3. Okay. Let's Play the Chaplain. It's not going to do too much against Moat Piranhas, but if we can get one of the blades, we can just start gaining life, I suppose. Winged Words. Yep. Alright. Well, we've drawn quite a few lands, but that doesn't matter so much because we have Cryptic Caves. I'm not going to play Cryptic Caves next turn because we want to get up to Herald of the Sun, and then hopefully that plus Griffin Protector can just win the game. And we're going to, at all times, keep this Plains in hand so that we don't get, like, kind of owned by the Fen Lurker. Yeah. I guess now I play this Island. Hit for 2 in the air. Sure. I don't mind that trade. Okay. So we can kill the War Chief with Aerial Assault, which is kind of nice. Let's go ahead and play Herald. And we just gotta find another flyer, I guess. Yep. Full price divination is still divination. Interesting. I kind of like the efficiency of this play, so we're gonna go Cryptic Caves, 3, 4, 5, play Squad Captain, and then Isolation the War Chief. Hit for 4. Because now, like, they could kill this, and then they get it back as a 5/5, but then we can just Aerial Assault it. I don't know. Maybe we should have used Aerial Assault, but Cavalier of Gales. Yeah, that's maybe a reason why. That's also a reason why. Let's get more information off the Cryptic Caves first. So I don't really want to use Passivism because if we Passivism the Cavalier and then they play the Elemental that bounces their guy, we're just gonna have a bad time. So I'd much rather just kill it with Aerial Assault. So I'm gonna play this Warden and pass turn. Because we can just start growing the Warden, so they have to act quickly anyway. Okay. Okay. Well, the stalemate favors me for now, and I just take it. Tranquil Cove. Okay, now we're kind of conflicted. I can trade my Squad Captain for the Boreal Elemental. I don't dislike that. Yeah, because they have to double block there, and then we get in these attacks for free. Okay. Whoa. They fall to 9. So we can go ahead and Passivism the Cavalier. Yeah, because now if they bounce it, then we can at least kill it. And now we have 4 mana up to start putting counters on the Warden so it can start attacking. No! Why? Why are you doing this to me, man? Gross. I mean, they lose their Unholy Indenture, so it's like not so bad, right? We traded 2 for 2, 1 for 1, something like that. Octoprophet, okay. Well, at least our aerial attacks are pretty nice. Yeah, that stupid card, man. Let's see how they scried. 1 card on top, okay. I think they should attack with this because there's no way they can block with it. Okay. Counter here. Alright, let's draw action. That's actually somewhat of action. We can double pump this Warden. So I kind of just like swinging. Actually, swinging out seems weird. So wait, right now this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can put them to 1 unless they chump. Okay, I guess you're gonna chump. And I suppose there's no reason to do this now. So we'll just let this happen. Pass turn. Opponent's at 6 life, which means they're going to have to chump block with this Cavalier of Gales if they don't find anything else. Yeah, that attack also seems bad, but we will take 4. Put a counter here. Okay, so if so there are some issues right now. If we swing with both and they have nothing, we have lethal because this card hits for 6 and then we just win. They have 2 cards in hand. What does this say? Return to the battlefield under your control with a +1. We can aerial assault the Wave Crasher just to gain some life. Don't dislike that. Wait. Yeah, that's fine because we still have 4 mana up. And 10 life is pretty relevant. This means like if they have a kill spell, they kind of want to cast it now. So we get more information. Okay. I don't know what to do right now. If we swing with both and they bounce this, we're just in such a bad position. I think I'm just going to swing with the Warden. This forces a chump if they have nothing, so if they're doing poorly, we're in a good spot. And if they're doing well, then we're better off than we would have been. Okay, so I think we would have just gotten them down to 2, but if they have no answers anyway, then we kind of just win. And they already used 1 murder. I can't imagine them having more than 2. And they double bottomed. Okay, so now we don't actually have to hold cards in hand because we've emptied our hand. Bone to Ash. Okay. I have some regrets there. As long as they cannot kill my Herald of the Sun, we should be okay. Even if they can, we have a 6/6, so they would just chump block with it. But it would be less than ideal. Yes, we win the match. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the correct sequencing on that last turn was. It felt like attacking with both was just too greedy because we're winning anyway. So we'll see. See you guys next round. All right, we're here in the finals again, and we're going to go first. This deck plays really well on the play, and deck is good. And this hand is a bit slow, but I'm going to keep it just because Herald of the Sun is one of our best cards. And we got some tricks and some winged words. Plus, we have a lot of 2-drops, so we're likely to draw something for like a planned turn 2 or 3. And even if we don't, we have divination. So overall, pretty decent. Opponent mulligan to 6. Don't even have to check how they scried anymore. Such a good update. Leading on planes doesn't really matter. 2-drop. Here you go. This is like one of the better 2-drops in the format too. Just the ability to gain first strike means nothing can really block it or attack into it. And most of the time you don't even have to use the mana. Alright, opponent has Corpse Knight. That's a pretty good card for them to get down early, but fortunately we have a decent amount of life gain, so us losing life isn't too big of a deal. And as long as we have 3 mana up, we can kind of attack freely with this Moorland Inquisitor. So we want to play Winged Words anyway, so I don't really want to keep this back to block. Alright, so we get in for damage, then just draw 2, and there you go. We would like to hit a play for next turn. I don't really want to use Aerial Assault on Corpse Knight, because we can just block it with the Inquisitor when it comes to that. So, like, hitting a 2-mana play would be quite nice. Or if we're being greedy, like the 4-mana 2/3 flyer would be ideal. Alright, Plains is not ideal. Do we want to enter into a damage race? I don't really feel the need. Also, if this creature becomes tapped, they can Aerial Assault it, so let's just pass. Then they can't attack, and yeah, I think trading 2 for 2 is worse for us. Okay, the one time. We can probably just use Moment of Heroism to trade for this now. But that is kind of unfortunate. Attack, we block. Yeah, I just want to use my mana because we have like expensive 5 and 6 mana plays. And we still have a trick in hand in the form of God's Willing, so this goes okay for us, I believe. Ooh, hey, where were you last turn? So right now Squad Captain is going to be a 3/3. I feel like I just wait and make it a 4/4. Also, I thought this was the other Griffin. The fact that there's 2 Griffins that are like similar name and similar mana cost is kind of confusing. Wow. Okay. They're quite inspired. Fortunately, Squad Captain should be able to stop all this nonsense soon. So we're just taking 4. Okay, land is actually pretty nice because now we can do this. And hit for 3. Or hit for 1. And then if they don't kill Herald of the Sun this turn, I'm not blocking with it obviously. Then we can go Squad Captain, hold up God's Willing. Squad Captain will be a 5/5 Vigilance. And that's big, but ours is bigger. What on earth? I gotta look up what 1-mana combat tricks there are. As far as I'm aware, the only one is Disfigure, but I'm okay just taking 6 because if they try and go for it and we keep up our mana, we're just gonna win anyway. So I don't really mind trading off damage there. Yeah, and we got to play Squad Captain so it's big. But now we have God's Willing down, and our blocks just become pretty solid. Do I attack with Herald? I don't think so. I want to set up a situation where I have 2 favorable blocks, like Squad Captain on Squad Captain, Herald on Inspiring Captain. What? Okay, well, fortunately, Aerial Assault can kill that, but that is busted. Gross, man. Actually gross. We're about to take 7 in the air, I suppose. 2, 3, 4. Let's play Anvil Rot Raptor. Pass turn. And this only gives creatures with flying indestructible, right? Yeah. Please attack. Yeah. Alright, I'm not playing around double pumps. We're just gonna wait and then aerial assault that. Agonizing Siphon only does 3 to the face. Plus we're gonna gain 3 life off aerial assault, so what is this? Oh. Oh. What is going on over here? We're playing against some really busting rares. Alright, so we kill this. And then I'm pretty sure we just need to start attacking in the air. But I kind of want to hold up God's Willing just in case they kill my Herald. But if we swing like this, what happens? They can make this huge and we have to chump it. And this can just block there. This costs 6 mana to do. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. What if I attack like this? Because then I can block here with first strike, block here, and then their attacks are not that great. I don't mind that. Because we have to get their life total down quickly. Okay, this is what I expected. So we block here. The 2/2 blocks this. And then this blocks this. We lose 1 creature in this exchange, and we take 3 damage. That's not the end of the world. Right, we knew about that. I feel like keeping this alive is more important than keeping the Anvil Raptor alive. So that is the card they represented. We should have played around it because we kind of knew they had it. Ooh, I like that. But we lose this, which is unfortunate. I should have double blocked just to be safe. Okay, so we have an Inspired Charge now, but we're at 4 life. So we can take 1 hit off an Inspiring Captain. We can play Moorland Inquisitor to chump block the Loxodon Life Chanter. And I feel like this attack just makes sense, right? They have 1 card in hand and they're taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they're actually dead next turn. Is this a good idea to do right now? This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Our opponent goes to 2 life. And then they can't really attack. They have 3 attackers, 2 of which are lethal. I think we just do this. Put you to 2 life. We can chump block all we want. As long as we untap with this in play, then we win. A single pacifism doesn't kill us. Their black splash seems to be light. Yes! We're just destroying these mythics over here. I think 1 of Bone to Ash is probably worth it. If we're bringing in 1, we might as well bring in 2. And I feel like Metropolis Sprite is kind of weak, but I guess I want... See, Inspired Charge was good there, but I don't know if it's always going to be good. So we're going to go a little bit more controlling on defense and then bring in 2 islands. And I need to make 1 more cut. Maybe Inquisitor is a little bad because we saw so many 3-power creatures from them. So we'll make that switch. Hopefully that's good. See you guys game 2. Yeah, these hands have been pretty good. I cannot complain about my opening hands. We got 2 mana, 1/3 lifelink into removal, plus a pump spell. A Johnny off the top would probably be like everything I could ever ask for. That's pretty good too. So yeah, now we just need to hit another island, and then we can basically cast everything except obviously this, but that's more of a late game card anyway. Opponent has no 2 mana play. That's both good and bad. Okay, Bone to Ash. We we would like in hand eventually. Yeah. Take that. Nice, nice. Island. You know what? I did ask for a Johnny, so we'll take in a Johnny. Go ahead. So they're going to play an Inspired Captain. Do I want to use Moment of Heroism to trade with a soldier? Oh, that's not so bad. Land. No. Okay, now it's getting a little bit suspect. We're going to pass. Hopefully they try and kill my Daybreak Chaplain with something so I can God's Willing, because I really do want this Scry. No. Okay. Alright, well, that's dying. And then we're going to Eternal Isolation the Squad Captain. We're going to take quite a bit of damage in the process, but I have faith in our ability to draw lands. Another one would be brutal. Okay, Inspiring Captain we can beat. Especially if we hit a land. If we hit a land, we can go Eternal Isolation on the Squad Captain, and then Moment of Heroism the Daybreak Chaplain to block there. Disfigure kind of gets us, but I don't think I'm in a position to play around that. Alright. Come on, deck. We need a land. No! Alright, well, we can get rid of you. And then pass. And they hit us for 4, we gain 1, so we only get hit for 3. If they have the Angel, we're kind of dead. I mean, we decided to Bone Dash to deal with this, but I didn't expect to just not hit any lands. Moment of Heroism. Okay, so they don't gain any life. And we get to scry. That's good. I think I just gotta find a land. I feel like that would be too greedy of a keep because we're dying so quickly. Land. There we go. So now what? They're down to 1 card. I guess we can hold up Bone Dash plus Moment of Heroism now? Because if we Moment of Heroism the Inspiring Captain, like, what do they even have? Okay, let's do that. Because if we play a Johnny Make a Thing and they just play another Inspiring Captain, we kind of just die. Or if they play the big flyer. Do I want to take 3? I think I'm going to go for the Bone to Ash play. It's really risky, but I think it's what we want to do. Good plays by the opponent. Squad Captain. That was a mistake. I should have just killed it. But we can play a Johnny. Yep, and then they're going to play their big 7-mana Angel. We played that wrong. We were expecting them to just play into our counterspell, but why would they do that? So if they swing at a Johnny, we can double block the Inspiring Captain like this, and then they can only kill one of the 2. If they kill the Pridemate, whatever. If they kill the Chaplain, then Pridemate becomes a 3/3. Yeah, I should have done this last turn. I just was really, really hoping they would, like, I don't know. That was a misplay for sure. I mean, maybe it wasn't a misplay. Because if they had any creature, they would have just cast it. I don't see why you wouldn't. To be determined if it was a misplay or not. Attacking me. Alright, we are going to just double block. This feels like they have a pump spell maybe, or something, but I can't really risk that staying around or them just getting in for 1 extra damage and killing me. Yep. That's kind of an issue. I wonder if they did play around Bone to Ash and are just like super next level. I'd be impressed. We only used 2 of our removal spells, so we still have 2 more in the deck somewhere. They wisely chose not to have their life total become 8. Okay. Land would be awesome. Griffin Sentinel's not too bad. So I think I want to make a 2/2 before I start using a Johnny, so we're going to start there. So for 6 mana, they can make this into a 20/20. I kind of want to use this Anvil Raptor because First Strike can be useful eventually. And it makes us gain more life off the Ajani. We're going to have to chump block with something. Probably the Raptor. Alright, the opponent tanked for, I don't know, like 6 minutes. You can check their clock. So, I mean, if it goes to round 2, that'll be good. So I have to block this. And I feel like I just want to block, like, this. Then I can start actually attacking with the Daybreak Chaplain. Why can't I block? What is happening? Hang on. Alright, so after some weird glitches, I think I'm going to block like this. And then hopefully I can attack with this Daybreak Chaplain. And start putting counters on the Pridemate. That was weird. It kept, like, teleporting off the blocks. Okay. The problem is we're kind of in the abyss now because every turn we have to block this, and then they can just tap out for something big like that. So I think a land off the top would be the best thing that could happen, because then we can go Griffin Sentinel into Moment of Heroism. But we can also just win on time, because I don't usually like advocate for trying to time an opponent out, but when you're 6 minutes ahead, and I don't play that fast because I'm like commentating, it's, you know, you can't just disappear for 8 minutes and expect to not time out. Land Ancestral Blade. Actually, Ancestral Blade's okay too. That's a pretty good chump blocker. So we're going to go Ancestral Blade, uptick a Johnny. This becomes a 3/3. If we can find removal for this in time, which we have quite a few turns of chump blocking, then I think we should be maybe okay. Next turn we can block here and here. I think attacking is just bad because they just take it. Yeah, we're going to chump this 4/6 with a 1/1. Block at Johnny's Pridemate on Squad Capt. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that might be actually a mistake. They can't pump this now. Yeah, okay. I'm on board. Me, and me. So I just have to survive. So this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I block like this, that can die. And then I can block like this. And then I take 6, 7, 8, but I'm not even dead right now. And then we Moment of Heroism the Ajani's Pride Mate. That way Disfigure doesn't stop it. Okay. Things could be worse. That thing's dead. If we draw a land now. Land, please. Griffin Protector's not so bad either. Yeah, let's play Griffin Protector. Uptick Ajani to gain a bunch of life. And next turn we can make in another Ajani's Pride Mate. No attacks. Okay, and we got 5 cards in hand. Squad Captain's gonna be gross as soon as we hit a 5th land. And then we got double Bone Dash for the late game. So we just need to dodge draw steps from our opponent for like the next 2 turns. Me and me. Okay. We win! They conceded! Wow. That was... I feel like just a huge misplay from the opponent with attacking with this Life Chanter. Like, if they just didn't do that, there's no way we could win the game, I don't think. But they threw away their one way to win the game. That was amazing. Wow. Okay, well, let's go back to the deck. If you're wondering how to win a game through brute force, that's how you do it. Just have a plan and execute it better than your opponent. Really hope you enjoyed these games. This was probably the best draft I've done that was not cube in a very long time. So yeah, if you liked it, maybe subscribe, and see you guys real soon.